Now, a Cambridge graduate who once ate 10,000 calories in just one day has set up an online support network to help other men living with the binge eating disorder.
Richie Cartwright says the mental illness made him go to extreme lengths, even eating out of bins on the street to consume high-fat foods like pizza, kebabs and fried chicken.
Now, in recovery, he's launched a company called Fella to offer treatment and hope to others. Liz Summers has this.
Mental illness doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone at any time. That's what Richie Cartwright found out the hard way after graduating from Cambridge University.
I didn't know what I was doing in my life. I thought I was failing. My first company, I thought had failed. And I started to use food in a very different way than I had before. It had always been an issue, although I didn't realise at the time. And like these kind of really calorie-dense foods that I just stuff in my face. I honestly just try and get them down as quickly as possible.
Richie began showing symptoms of binge eating disorder in his late teens. 5 years later, after graduating from Jesus College with an economics degree, the full force of the illness hit him.
There was this one day which was kind of 10,000 calories in one day, and I'd only ever buy like 1 or 2 croissants at the time, a pastry. And I'd go out and I'd hide outside the supermarket, and I'd eat it then. But I'd only ever, and then I'd go straight back into the supermarket again. But I'd only ever go like maybe once back in, and then I'd go to the next supermarket because of the shame and the guilt. I never wanted anyone to kind of see me.
What type of feelings and emotions were you experiencing at that time?
Yeah, sometimes it was just a little bit of shame and guilt, and other times it was complete self-hatred. Like honestly, really intense loathing, like what am I doing? I'm not in control.
It led Richie to open up to his parents and get help in the form of cognitive behavioural therapy. He's now set up a company called Fella to help other men with eating disorders.
So there are kind of 2 main pillars. One is that best form of cognitive behavioural therapy, but delivered via software in the 21st century digital native way. And number 2 is the community, because as a guy, I felt like I was the only other guy out there. Like, this is not a thing that men have, I thought. And so the community aspect that we're building is really important because most of the guys have never spoken to anyone.
Richie aims to offer hope to other men who often find it difficult to open up about their feelings.
We need to update how we're defining masculinity, and it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say I have an issue, and that's why I think what we're doing is really exciting and emotional and important because to be vulnerable is to be masculine.
It may be a long road to change, but Richie is helping to guide the way. Liz Summers, ITV News, Cambridge.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Let's take a look at what's still to come.